Have you ever thought about wrapping your own vehicle? We did too. And we almost learned that lesson the hard way. We're used to Wes being the one teaching, building engines, solving problems, leading the charge. But this time, he was the student. Before side piece hit the dyno, she was white. And we had 3 days to completely change that.
Well, we don't have much time, so I need to make sure that we get it all wrapped and looking as good as possible.
We're big believers in learning by doing. But this truck wasn't just a weekend project. It was about to debut on the big stage. There's a time to practice, and there's a time to call a professional. So we teamed up with Nick and Kirk, and what happened next gave us a whole new respect for wrapping.
So what's the deal with the truck? What are you guys gonna do?
Kind of spiraled out of control to a full frame off build. So I did a full frame off build on this, and it's a complete animal.
So what we're gonna do today is wash it, prep it, take everything off, that needs to be done. And then when we'll do is, my expectation is to start wrapping tomorrow.
And I'll start wrapping it.
Yeah,
So there's going to be some panels we could do live tomorrow.
Doors are really easy, so he will start with the doors. The roof I will help and all the stuff, and all the side panels, quarters and quarter panels and all that stuff.
So the plan for the roof is basically you have the drip rails, right? It's like a perfect delineation line.
Yeah.
The hood, originally we were going to do red with black, but we're going to do black with red instead because seeing at the dyno how much soot came out of everywhere, I didn't want this to be a red color because it's going to show up really, really bad and likely stain it. So everything black on the hood except exactly where these lines are. I wanted to do that in the red. Yeah, that's the business end. So basically everything's going to match this color. It's not a perfect match, but it's reasonably close.
Good looking truck, dude.
Thank you. It's been a lot of work.
It's a lot of power. Yeah, well, she will look good when she's done.
Yeah, I'm freaking stoked. How do you like doing wraps?
I love wraps.
Yeah.
I do.
I'm excited. I'm freaking stoked.
Yeah.
It's going to be a loud color, and I'm aware of that, but it's one of those that should gain a lot of attention.
Well, we don't have much time, so I need to make sure that we get it all wrapped and looking as good as possible.
Yeah, and if you need some of Thursday, I'll just work all Thursday night if I need to.
Like I said, my goal is to have it
Okay.
Wednesday night to be done, so you can pick it up either late Wednesday night or early Thursday morning. That's the goal.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you taking it on, man.
No, I'm happy I could help you out.
It's gonna be awesome. Our wrap color, we're trying to match this.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
you look inside really, really hard to find something
What
close.
you do is you cut right here.
And you guys can tell me if you think
Or
you
you
got
can
it
do it right
close
here.
or not. But
Make
that's
sure
really
you're
trying to match it.
See.
Hopefully we'll have enough time, but we're gonna black out the windows too, with 5%. So against that red wrap, it'll look freaking sick. It'll look as neat as it sounds now. Look at Devin, our natural habitat.
Wrapping looks easy until it isn't. Finesse beats force every time.
So
Yeah.
the cleanliness is extremely important with this stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna peel it.
Wes's
And
first
touch the
go
Nope.
at wrapping.
All right. So now hold the bottom too. So now you pull that. Okay. Pull.
Okay.
Pull. More.
Come on, Wes, put some muscle into it.
There you go.
And just kind of tack it here.
Yep. You see how you pulled wrinkles in downwards now?
Yep.
Right, so you want to make sure.
Got it.
And then you go over.
Show the same thing here.
Yep, perfect. So now you have these wrinkles here, right? Because we stretched it this way. And the only thing you need to do is kind of like a very light tug. You see, I'm pulling with one finger, right? So there's not a lot of strength I have to pull down. And then you just tack it in the middle. Loosey-goosey, that's what you always need to make sure with vinyl. Because you don't want to have too much strength on there, but you want to have a little bit of tensile strength. Now when you take your card, you know, you have these suede stickers over your cards. So what you do is, you don't want to do straight up like that, you know, so because then you're going to go and, you know, you're going to make wrinkles. So you do like a knife cut. Just like that.
Is it always better to work from the middle out? Or?
Sometimes. I just want to make it really easy for the video and all the stuff and for you to see or what it is. So now you have that middle line that's tagged down, and then you can do 50-50 with the card and press.
This is where you're saying press pretty firm, right?
Yeah, so if you need to have a slight bend in the car. But sometimes when you bend too much, you will see that the vinyl starts to wrinkle up where you want to do. That's too hard.
Okay.
All right, push with the thing. Yep, just like that. The other way, because you're gonna go down. Yep. See how you see how you're making a ripple?
Yep.
So when you cut, you just want to do this.
Okay.
Just sliding it in. There you go.
That's it, man.
It's not that hard.
I'm a pro rack guy now, except mine has bubbles and yours didn't.
You're almost down to the body line. So what you do is you go to the body line, and then what you do is here you feed it in there. So we're gonna lift this just like that, and then you just feed it in with your finger. Again, we don't want to create any stress on the film itself, because when you do stress on that body line, you're gonna have bubbles coming up later on.
So you're kind of just, I see what you're saying. It almost lays itself.
So you go from here and you go down and you feed it into the groove. Yeah.
Stick around to the end, because this wrap carried Side Piece through an entire competition season, and now she's entering her next chapter.
See, this is that air release that you're creating. Good films always have a good air release.
The good quality films have channels for this air to escape.
So what you do is you take your thumb,
so you can
slightly push in the middle, and then you press, and boom.
Got it. Just lets all the air release.
Yeah. That was a very soft bubble, but sometimes with the really heavy ones, you want to lift it as much and then, you know, release it that way. But there you go, buddy.
Right,
I'm gonna go home now, you know. This has been taken care of. I can go to sleep now.
He's got it.
We'll leave the
You got it. He's a natural, dude. Maybe I should do the building. He does the rap.
I think I'm better at building stuff. This stuff actually lays down pretty nice. Like,
Yeah.
it's like I can see like little bubbles in here, and you can just kind of press it down.
Yeah. That's why, you know, you want to have a really clean environment as much as you felt how that static electricity is actually pulling on your hairs of your arm.
We are peeling the backing plate or this backing paper off. It creates a ton of static. So if you had a dusty environment like you'd been doing, maybe sanding, it would just like attract all of that onto the back of this film.
That's why you always want to clean everything. When you think, oh, I cleaned the panel, clean more, right? So I'm like, oh, that's not gonna hurt. It's on the back side of the panel. No, clean the back side of the panel, because it's gonna go from the back to the front with that static electricity. And always want to make sure when you go up, you don't want to do this.
Yeah, I kind of forgot we were.
Yeah,
we
so you
hadn't
want
done
to
this yet.
surfer, you know, surfer on the wave. That's all what it is.
Same thing here.
Surfing board.
And now we're going up, right? Just
Yep.
because we're trying to push that way.
Yes, exactly. And then you flip it around, and then just go back. Not too sharp. Slide it up a little bit. That. Yep. And always 50-50, you know, going up. So you kind of go.
So when
over.
when you come to something like this, how do you handle this?
So this is where your handle is gonna go, right?
Yeah. So
So you push with the finger inside,
So
Very
getting it
careful,
kinda
not
tack
too
in.
much. Yeah, not too much pressure, because you see how that is wrinkling up.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's it. And then you take your cart and you just slide
Kind
up.
of feather this in. We're using
Yeah,
this,
yeah. Either way.
And if you enjoy our content, feel free to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing. We have a goal to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And let us know in the comments if you've ever wrapped before, or if you would even try.
There you go, buddy. It's not that hard, eh?
My heart's beating a little bit. I'm nervous.
I bet if I do your job, I will be nervous too. And via vinyl, you know, you can crease it, you can do whatever you want. You know, this is very forgiving, you know, so it allows a lot of mistakes as long as you can peel it up. Every time when you peel it, you need to understand there's a possibility of pulling dust in, right? So you want to, the minimum you want to lift the film is better.
All right, guys, my first wrap tailgate. Although I think I'm gonna leave that part.
We just edit this out. Oh no, that's live, right? Oh,
You can't edit
No,
it out.
it's not
Sorry. I can edit this one.
You should build an engine on a live. It's super terrifying.
That's why I don't do that kind of stuff.
How do you handle like this edge?
So what I do is normally what I like to do with all the trucks with these plastics and all that stuff, I pull them off because I want to have this underneath.
Mm-hmm.
But again, time constraint, you know, and all that stuff. So what we do now is we just release it, and then I'll take the cart and push it and feed it in there. Let it go. So you kind of like, no stress on the film. So there's nothing for the film to peel back because there's no stress on there,
Yeah.
right? So it doesn't want to come back. So that's why I always say, you know, you want to feed it in and make sure the vinyl is as relaxed as possible. So you see how it stands up?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what you want. Because now it's like inside, and on the edge of that, the black trim is pulling up like this way, so it's not pulling over. That's what you want.
So when do you use heat guns?
To relax the film, when it's like, you need to understand, a film is 2D, right? It's just a 2D plane. You're putting that on a 3D object. So what you want to do is, because like, if I would wrap over here, this is a lot of stress over here, right? So you can do a cold stress or a hot stress. Sometimes I like to do as little hot stress as possible, but if we have to relax it, get these wrinkles away, and then that's when you do your heat. And then post-heating afterwards, right? Relearning the vinyl to its contour that it's in, so you have least amount of problems later on.
Some body work.
Body work that Wes didn't do.
Hey, I did. It's better than it was.
It is
okay?
better. Rap needs finesse, not muscle.
Yeah, he already said I was pushing it too hard. Yeah. So now we got to get it all the way into this, right?
So that's where you do the same thing. You see when you're not laying down the film and you see how you're not feeding it in? That's what's happens, because it wants to come back out because it wants to be flat, right? So you just gently, when it pops right there,
So then,
and then you just same thing like over there.
so you just keep it loose on the bottom so it's
Yep.
able to get all the way in there.
see, and then you just feed it in there. Just and you tack it down on the bottom. You see how the sharp now is in there?
Yep.
And that's where the vinyl will stay now, because there's nothing pulling on the vinyl. And a lot of guys do wrap gloves and all that stuff, and yes, you should have wrap gloves. It makes your life a lot easier. I just forget them all the time.
One of the biggest things when you're learning is be humble, ask questions. Like if you're not the expert, don't be afraid to ask.
You're a natural, dude.
This is actually pretty fun.
I know. That's why I love doing this.
I like stuff that's like almost an instant. You get
Gratification.
instant gratification because it's
Yeah.
like this was a plain white tailgate 5
Yep.
minutes ago.
That's the beauty of these kind of jobs. And now you see how the roll is kind of like bend over right here. I'm gonna put my finger up here, right, so you can see it. You see how it comes out
Yeah.
now? So what you do is you pull and you tack it down again.
Oh, okay. Sure.
And again, not too much, okay? We don't want to pull it off. Wes.
That color made an immediate statement, and honestly, we loved it more than we expected. It didn't just change how the truck looked, it changed how people recognized her. That wrap carried side piece through the entire 2025 season. Competitions, dyno events, show and shine, everywhere we went, people knew the truck. It became part of her identity. After living with that look all season, the decision became clear. We loved the color, we loved the presence, and we wanted to take it further. We decided to make it permanent. Mason with Milkman Customs had seen the truck and reached out because he wanted to be part of the process. This wasn't about changing the look, it was about committing to it, taking something we already loved and elevating it. The wrap had its season. Now, the look that defined it is becoming permanent. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next chapter.